Hello friends, Kelly DeHaan here from the Hale Center Theater. So glad to be working with you today on your voice. The past 3 lessons we discussed how to produce good, amazing foundation with air. We also discussed resonance, and in our last lesson we discussed vocal health, singing healthy, how the mechanism works, the physicality of singing, and how to continue doing it for your whole life in a healthy way. Today, we are going to keep that going with warm-ups. Just like when you go for a run, or if you're going to work out, you have to warm up your body. You have to make sure that your muscles are warm before you just throw yourself into a really heavy workout. If not, you get sore, and it's the same with your voice. Remember, we discussed that the inside of your vocal tissue is the vocalis muscle, which is a muscle, just like any other muscle, and it needs to be stretched and warmed up before you engage in heavy singing. So we're going to talk about a good sequence of warming up your voice today, all right? So the first thing that we want to do when we're warming up our voice is to make sure that physically that we are a little bit warm. So I like to take the shoulders up and down, just kind of, and then I like to flex while I'm up, and then relax, right? And then bring it up, flex, roll it back, and forward. Just making sure that everything, all the muscles that involve singing are warm. All right, another thing we like to do is to kind of roll the head around a little bit, stretching out the neck, making sure that things are stretched out and warm. I had a voice therapist tell me that it's important to also massage the areas of vocal use. So we're going to take our thumbs and we're going to go underneath our jaw and bring them forward with a little bit of pressure. And then kind of move your way out, massaging this area, making sure that the muscles feel loose. Remember, we should have no sensation, especially in this area, right? So just under there, nice and warm. Patting our face, our lips have to be warmed up, everything has to be warm. This muscle here on the side, very important for singing, that is stay relaxed and loose. And on the other side. So this vocal massage, very important. I mean, we could keep going with it. You could do the shoulders, massaging your shoulders. Just make sure that you feel no tension. All right. Now remember that your larynx, it kind of is a tube inside a tube. So it is meant to go up and down inside your throat, right? When we swallow, we talked about last time that it goes up and down. All right, so it's kind of loose in there. It's meant to be its own mechanism inside there. So we're going to kind of take it and just jiggle it around a little bit. You're thinking, that can't be good for you. Oh, it moves around inside there all the time. It's important to get it nice and loose. You can feel it bumping, cartilage on cartilage. Yeah, get it loose. It's all very important. Okay, so there's a nice physical warm-up. You could do that much longer than I just did, but important to be warm. Now, we are going to just do some breathing exercises. So we are going to take out all of our air, push it all out, and now we're going to breathe in for 7 seconds. 2, keep breathing in, 3, 4, fill it up. Breathe through a straw. Now we're gonna hold it low for 7 seconds, using our abs, using our gut instead of our throat to hold our breath. Let's start it over again. Okay, so we're gonna push out our air, get all of it out every last bit. Now breathe in for 7. Nice and low, yeah, nice and low. And now hold it, low. Now release the air for 7. I had a friend teach me this exercise for getting calm. I use this before auditions or before I have to play something tricky or sing something tricky. In, hold low, and then out for 7. I like to do 3 cycles of that. Just kind of center myself, all right? Nice, deep breathing. All right, now we are going to just kind of send some blood to the vocal area without really engaging the voice very much. You can hear it's about 7:56 in the morning, and I wanted to do this video nice and early to show you how I warm up in the morning. You can hear my voice is low. My vocal cords, we talked about how when they're cold, they're bunched. The edges of our vocal cords are very round and bunched. And as we warm up, those thin out and become quite agile, and they become a little more pointy as they meet together, our vocal tissue. And we can thin those out nicely, but as we warm up and they're cold, they're bunched, the muscles are bunched and relaxed. All right, and our goal is to kind of thin those out. So we'll lose some of our low range as we go, especially sopranos and tenors tend to lose their low range. So if you have a song that you have to sing where you have to sing low and you have a higher voice, maybe you don't warm up so much. All right, so we're going to send some blood there to kind of use work the area without using the voice too much. And this is called a vocal fry. A vocal fry is kind of a glottal vibration. So the epiglottis is that muscle that sits above your trachea that makes it so that when you swallow, it closes and the food and water goes down your esophagus instead of your trachea, which would kill you. So your glottis kind of bubble around like this. The important thing when we're doing vocal fry is that we keep the jaw loose. No tension here, right? We did everything we could to get rid of the tension. We're going to keep it nice and relaxed. And I've often, I could do this for like 10 minutes. If I'm driving to a place where I have to sing and it's early in the morning, I'll do this the whole drive. I'll just kind of vocal fry, not pushing it, that doesn't do anything. But nothing pitched, just bumpy, bubbly, just making sure that everything is nice and loose. So you could do that for several minutes. Just breathing low, breathing into your nose. That nice humidified air, and then just keeping that tongue low and just letting the blood flow where it needs to flow without using the vocal tissue. Okay, yeah. Feeling kind of loose, feeling kind of ready to go? Now we're going to start in our speech range. So I want you to say say Good, now wherever your lives, that's your speech level, right? So if I say today I'm low. Okay, so my is low here, around a G, a low G for me. That's pretty low for me. Okay, a G, So that's about where I'm going to start my warm-up. So you don't have to have a piano with you, but just say hold it out, wherever that is for you, and then you can kind of start warming up there in your speech area. All right, so we're not really pushing the limits yet with our range. And we're just going to slide up. Ooh. Actually, let's not do ooh. Let's do just a non-vowel. Just drop the jaw. I guess it is a vowel. We're going to slide up 5 notes. Sliding is important because that actually involves the vocal mechanism, right? It takes the larynx, or it takes the vocal folds and kind of stretches them out as we go. So we're going to slide. Sliding warms you faster. Just a nice keeping our jaw low. I'm just going up by half steps. Keep going with me. Keeping in mind everything we've already talked about. Using our air, dropping our jaw, tongue is down, right? When we warm up, everything needs to be aligned. And then we teach ourselves these really solid, good rules so that our default is healthy placement, healthy position, healthy physicality. My mouth is open. As I go higher, I open in it takes a while to warm up. So we've talked about the first couple things. Doing a physical warm up, really a nice massage, kind of working out your body, getting blood flowing, and then we're going to slowly kind of go up and down that fifth, just a relaxed jaw, all right? Next time we'll talk about how to warm up the upper range, the falsetto, right? And how to really get some good volume going, good breath control going as well. We'll give you some more warm-ups next time. Thanks for watching.